A D N.
It's HeadphonesNeil!
What's up, guys, and welcome back to HeadphonesNeil Reviews. I'm your host, as always, HeadphonesNeil, bringing you my set of reviews and updates and all of that good stuff, in which this update is a little bit more than the usual update, just because there's a little bit more of a hodgepodge of stuff that I had a chance to watch. So I'll start it off or preface it with not as much of a Battlestar Galactica progress update as usual, but I did get a few episodes into it, so there will be that. But to start it off, I did have a chance to watch the series finale of Cobra Kai, and in general they resolved a lot of the issues. Kreese had dealt with making a mistake with all the kids, notably Johnny Lawrence, and messing up everyone's lives, also Tori's life, and messing with Daniel and all of that. So no one really believed him because he'd said that before many times, so they're like, yeah, whatever. But he went after Silver, and we're meant to assume that they both died in the explosion on the boat, but because they didn't actually show it, it's one of those things where they could end up reappearing, like potentially in the Karate Kid's Legends movie, so we'll see how that goes. But they rounded out the tournament. Johnny Lawrence became the new sensei for Cobra Kai, because now that he has his confidence back, and he and Daniel realized that Johnny wanted to make it his own thing, and he was doing something that, and he had an understanding that Kreese didn't, that you can have the strength and power and aggression, but not at the expense of other people. So they now have a joint thing with Miyagi-Do that they're allowed to have that do Cobra Kai the way they intend, but they also have to offset it with balance and vice versa. So overall, a pretty good resolution to the series, so we'll see what they do in Karate Kid Legends. As far as Battlestar Galactica goes, I did have a chance to get into the first few episodes of Season 3, so it deals with the occupation of the Cylons with the humans, their ultimate rescue and escape by Galactica and Pegasus. They do ultimately lose Pegasus, but dealing with Cylon babies, the humans being able to accept them or not, notably with some kind of graphic or troubling scenes for me, as far as Kara and the little girl that the guy says that is her baby. So with that being said, it is one of those things where so far it's a pretty strong introduction to the series, and we see how Baltar is being treated by the Cylons, where they kind of respect him, but he's also kind of more of a ceremonial figurehead. So I'm kind of curious to see what they do from here now that the human population for the most part has been rescued, and where they go from here as far as dealing with also having to find Earth. Otherwise, I also had a chance to go to Knott's Berry Farm as part of that monthly check-in for this year. For this time around, at the moment, they have the 75th annual peanut celebration going on. So you have a lot of theming for that going on, as far as the, in the entryway with the with the windmill thingy. You have the Snoopy statues in the Charleston Circle, the 75th annual stage, a child to teacher translator in Camp Snoopy, psychiatric help desk in the entrance, and all of that stuff. So very colorful and festive, and a very childlike, fun, amusing theming to the park. So most of it, or not that it's all in one particular area, they have it kind of spread out, but you do have the outlines of the various characters throughout the park. You have a couple of extra signs that you can take pictures in or with at the entrance to the park and in Camp Snoopy. So definitely a good time to, or a good thing to check out if you enjoy Snoopy, Peanuts, Knott's Berry Farm, or anything like that. Otherwise, last week, or over the past week, I found out about it, or I saw an internet posting about a documentary that was being created called A Short History of Stargate SG-1. So I was like, all right, hey, I'm curious. I love SG-1. Let's find out what it's all about, see what they do. And it's actually a very good 45-minute presentation of the rise of SG-1, the Stargate, the things that contributed to its success, how they kept things fresh, and the presence of, changing storylines, changing cast, the existing cast being there for quite some time, spin-offs that didn't necessarily quite do so well, and all of the stuff, why it ended, and why certain things didn't pan out for another film or additional seasons and things like that. So it's a very good documentary, so I have a link in the show notes to check it out. But it is available for free on YouTube, so I do definitely recommend watching it. It is a short history, so it's not going to necessarily be everything, but it does include a good number of the information about the show and the season and the cast and things like that to give you a good picture of why it is a successful show. With that being said, I also had a chance to round out my series for custom live wallpaper for beginners. So up on the YouTube channel now is part 7 of 7 for the media player widget. So the reason why it's the final piece of the series is because it does encompass all the things that I taught in the prior videos, but also takes the weather widget and adds a couple of extra elements to it. So the media player is kind of my grand thing of showing what a beginner can do with custom live wallpaper maker, because it includes overlap groups, text elements, a fit or fixed width box for the text, font sizes, global variables, accent colors for the background versus border, a progress bar overlay, stack groups within overlays, and things like that. So a lot of different elements in one little widget, but it is something that can be done if you take the time to think about what you want to do, where you want it to be, and what you want your ultimate final result to be. So in the link for the show notes of the podcast, I have the link to the video so you can check it out. It is a little bit longer than usual because of the time it takes to accomplish it, but once you're able to get it done, you'll be able to play around with it and do a little bit more, and ultimately create something that is very uniquely your own. But you can definitely use the video tutorial as a starting point for creating that widget. As far as the GTA gameplay goes, I'm continuing to play it. I'm enjoying the stuff with Woozy and Jizzy, and all the stuff in San Fierro, the driving school tutorial. So I will have an update about the gameplay next week. But overall, it's a fun game. I'm enjoying it. But I have run into a separate issue that caused some problems unrelated to the game. So I'm going to hold off my final review until it's done. But that is all for this particular episode. Thanks for tuning in. You can check out all videos up on the YouTube channel at youtube.com/PatelN01. The website is HeadphonesNeil.reviews for past episodes, subscription links, supporting the show, and all of that good stuff. But thanks for tuning in, being a supporter, and all of that stuff. And